So I'm gonna do a reading on Melanie Martinez. Can I read her? It looks like looks like I can't. Whereas before I asked Spirit if I could read Melanie Martinez. Oh, let's see. Can I read Melanie? I can't. Okay. So first I have my list here about what to ask. I'm going to get her current energy. What is Melanie Martinez's current energy? What is Melanie Martinez's current energy right now? I may be running, but my soul wants you only. You are my missing piece. I'm still learning how to love myself. Yes, Melanie is going through an awakening right now that's beyond her understanding. She feels weird, and I'm channeling the energy that she feels right now. And I felt that way before, and I didn't know that I was going through an awakening. And tarot readers like myself has assisted me along my journey and has helped me understand what I'm feeling. But she's going through an awakening right now, and it's kind of disguised as of disruptive emotions about herself. Like, for example, she may all of a sudden just feel really disconnected from her body, and but she's not aware that it's an awakening process, or it's a symptom of how she awakens. I'm scared to commit to you. I need my freedom, and I'm scared of being vulnerable with you. Melanie doesn't feel too good. I feel like is she still touring? If so, she may be in feel sore or in pain. I don't know. But how she feels right now, she's going through an awakening. These cards scream awakening. And these cards are here. I'm too scared to commit. I need my freedom now, and I'm scared to be vulnerable with you. I think these are very self-explanatory cards. To be honest. You are my missing piece, and I feel like the purpose of her awakening is to just become one with herself. I feel like there's a divine intervention going on here when it comes to her energy. I feel like she has been going in the wrong direction for a long time, and her spiritual team is trying to bring her back to herself. She has been, kind of spiraling out of control when it comes to her energy, and I feel like she has been going down the wrong path, and her spiritual team is just trying to have her come back to herself. That's her current energy right now. All right. Current energy for love life. What's Melanie Martinez's current energy for her love life? You feel like home to me. I'm running because I don't want to hurt you even more. I know you deserve more than I can give you at the moment. Walking away from you made me realize how much I love you. So I think she's in a relationship right now. I still have hope we can work this out. I think Melanie is in a relationship right now, and I feel like she's battling again with herself. She's having an awakening and is bringing up very difficult emotions for her that kind of directly impacts her connections with others at this time. I feel like the person she's with is not the one for her, but she's trying to hold on to that person. But again, she doesn't understand that Spirit is trying to clear some things out of the way for her because she's on the wrong path. But she doesn't understand that this is what's happening. So therefore she's clinging on to this person as much as she can because she hasn't fully understood that that person is not for her. This person is not the right path that she needs to take. This person is not the one for her. What even made her drawn to this person in the first place? Don't know. But again, this feels like it's me, not you energy. It's like she's going through some very difficult emotions, and I feel like she may sometimes have erratic behavior, unpredictable behavior when it comes to this person, and so she's apologizing for it, but she's not failing. She's failing to realize that this is happening for a reason, and this person isn't for you. I don't know if they're fighting or what, but I do think that Melanie is toxic. It's like she hasn't healed from past relationships. She hasn't. And so this causes her to be really toxic. And she's very self-aware too. She's aware of this pattern, but I guess you could say she doesn't know how to fix it. And so she could very well be the aggressor in a relationship. Or honestly, I'm seeing both of them fighting, but she is a part of the problem. And if you're fighting with your person every single day, fighting sometimes is cool, I guess. I mean, no relationship is easy, but fighting with them every single day, that's just a huge indicator that they're not for you. But she doesn't see it from my perspective. What's next for them? What's next for Melanie and her partner? I don't want to lose you. There it is. It's like a toxic dynamic. I want to be with you, but I'm scared. Do I feel like they're gonna break up? Not anytime soon. But I don't feel like there's going to be next level commitment either. Like I don't see any marriage or kids or anything like that. Honestly, I don't even think Melanie wants kids. And if she does, she might have them when she gets like older, like 35 or something like that. Or she might even adopt. I definitely see that when it comes to Melanie. I know I've let you down. Yeah. Do I see them like splitting? Not. I feel like it's still in early, like kind of like 6 months, 3 months. I feel like it's still kind of early, but not too early when it comes to their relationship. So I feel like it's not going anywhere. It's like more fears, more setbacks. But do I see them lasting? No, I don't. And I feel her spiritual team is kind of giving her a kick in the ass here, and I feel like she is going to eventually, Spirit is going to have their way whether she likes it or not. And so eventually I think things are ultimately going to lead up to her breaking up with this individual. Maybe not for reasons that I just discussed as to why Spirit is kind of giving her the nudge to move on, because she's very stubborn too. She's a Taurus, so I'm not surprised. She's very stubborn, and she's very much so like that. I can fix them, and even though someone may warn somebody about that, even though somebody may warn her about somebody, she wants to see for herself, or whether they might be a red flag or not. You get what I'm saying? She's one of those types of people. She wants to see for herself, and I feel like she's gotten herself hurt in that way of thinking, and it's like a pattern with her, and I don't know when she's going to realize that this is happening, but we could just hope for the best and pray for Miss Girl. I guess this is why she's drawn to him. He's fun. She feels like they're the same when it comes to certain things. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I believe that her boyfriend is black. She wanted to try black. She wanted to see what she wanted to experience what it was like having sex with a black man. I'm just reading energy, family. So this was more of an experimenting thing, and also like he likes her for her. He accepts her for who she is, and like I said before, I feel like she's the aggressor, and he's more of like the soft type. But they both fight though. They both argue. They both go tit for tat. But it's like she's more of the aggressive one in the relationship. She has more of the attitude. And I feel like she's comfortable in that dynamic. So if it works for her, it works for her. That dynamic is not necessarily a problem, but I feel like this was an outlet to exercise her toxic ways. And I'm hearing control freak. She may actually be controlling, whether she realizes it or not, and I don't think she does. She's been living this way for so long when it comes to her love life that it's normal for her. And so whereas now Spirit is kind of pushing her in a different direction, and she's very resistant to change. She's very resistant. And regardless of whether she's resistant or not, like it's happening. Like it's going to happen. Spirit is going to get their point across when it comes to her and her treading a different path. Let's get into more interesting things. Next, I'm going to do her finances and career. My next question is Melanie Martinez's intention trying to pander to pedos, like her aesthetic? People criticize her style and they say that she's trying to pander to pedophilia. Me personally, I kind of like her style. I think that it's unique. And I like some of her outfits too that she wears. I'm not a fan, but I do like some of her stuff. I do pay attention to her and her music, and I like her fashion sense. And I love that she, has a vintage sort of style. But I want to know, like, is her intention to pander towards pedos? Is Melanie Martinez's intention to pander towards pedos? Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. You know something? The Six of Cups. Yes. But it was required of her. And you know how like she switches up her style from the baby, the child style to like her gypsy kind of, the transition is always so smooth. It's like, but it's also a part of her vintage. She loves vintage things. It's not a ploy at all. She actually loves vintage things, and she has figured out a way to integrate both her love for vintage things along with her mandate to dress like a child. This does feel like it was an industry requirement for her to become a star. See that? And then with the Page of Pentacles, and then the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. It's like somebody here told her that she had to do it. And this is her gaining backlash because of what she's doing. And here's the child energy, the Six of Cups. It's like, and also I guess you could say, to keep from not feeling like this is work, because she is very passionate about music, but she is going to do her obligations. And I guess to feel less about feeling obligated to do these things, she integrated her passion and she intertwined her passion and her obligations, which is for the sake of her not feeling like this is work, slavery, because she knows what it is. She feels enslaved. She knows that it's slavery. She knows that she's a sheep, but to make this experience more pleasuring for her, she has intertwined her passion and her aesthetic and her personal style with her obligation. That way everyone's happy. But yes, she doesn't like the backlash that she got, and it caused her to be even more to feel even more bad because it's out of her control. She can't necessarily do anything about it. And she talked about this in her K through 12 album. It's like she in her song Detention, which that's a whole nother video for another day. That's a whole nother video for another day. I think K through 12 is an album about the music industry. And of course she lied and kind of hid behind politics and said, oh, it's about our government, this and that. It's about her experience when it comes to the industry. In Detention, I heard her lyrics while I was reading this. She said, they let them do whatever they want to me. They're the customer, I'm chopped meat. It's like, literally, they told her to do this. And so when she was facing backlash, they didn't have her back at all. She had to have her own back. And she feels like this isn't fair. It's like, you're literally having me do this and you don't have my back or anything. And that made her mad. That made her mad more than sad. That made her extremely upset. And like I said before, Melanie is a control freak. She likes control. She likes to have control over things. And so when she doesn't have control, when she feels powerless, it really makes her feel like horrible. I I guess I learned to do thing about Taurus. Taurus like control. And they're very stubborn. Yes. Next question. Did Melanie really assault her friend? Melanie Martinez really assault her friend? You know what? Melanie assaults her friend. I feel like this is what I'm saying. I feel like her friend liked her. I feel like they had a relationship. Listen, I don't know if I don't know if they were exes or if they were friends, but I'm specifically talking about the woman that came out and, said Melanie assaulted her. It looks like they had something going on here, and Melanie kind of discarded her, and she was upset about that. And so she put out these harmful allegations towards Melanie. It's like she was upset about something. I want to say no, Melanie did not assault her. This feels more of like I want to get my lick back. I want to get my revenge because you hurt my feelings. And Melanie kind of paid her off too. I see money here. Melanie paid her off, told her to be quiet. She may have paid her to tell them that she lied. Because honestly, I feel like they had a conversation. Melanie told her, like, tell these people that you're lying. And she wasn't letting up. She was like, no. And then she was like, I'll pay you. And then the girl came out and said that she was lying. Does it look like the girl is lying? Yes, I feel like something did take place here. Like when it comes to sexually, but it looks like everything was consensual. But because the girl was mad and was trying to get her lick back, she was resistant to tell people that she was lying about what she said about Melanie. And she paid her. She paid her off. I don't know if they were dating each other or what, or if they were friends, but yeah, the girl lied, and Melanie paid her to tell her that she was lying. If Melanie didn't pay her, that girl would not, everything would be up in the air. That girl wouldn't say that she was lying. Oh, shit. Okay, what's next for Melanie in her career? You know what? I have to do a part 2 because I have a meeting to attend. Okay, what's next for Melanie Martinez's career? What's next for Melanie Martinez's career? Page of Pentacles. She might release something like a product, getting like a cosmetic product. She may release a new fragrance. What's next for Melanie Martinez's career? I see her being busy in the future too. It looks like she is going to make a film. actually going to be a question that I had. Is she going to make a Portals film? Alright, so what's next for her career? I feel like she's going to get deals. I feel like she's going to be presented with a lot of opportunities to make money. People might reach out to her and to collab, but specifically for songwriting. She's a great writer. I love. She's one of my favorite songwriters. I think she's the only one. And SZA. Her and SZA are like my favorite songwriters. I love the way Melanie Martinez writes. It's genius. People might be reaching out to her for songwriting. You see how these people... Well, she has a paper in her hand, but... Focus. She has like a paper in her hand. It looks, I guess you could say it looks like they're writing, but in the Three of Pentacles talks about collaborations, teamwork. She's gonna get opportunities, but behind the scenes though. It's not like mainstream opportunities. I'm saying writing. I'm saying she might get like endorsement deals, like brand deals. But it's more so, but I feel like it's more so about her talent. She's going to focus on herself more too. I feel like she's going to be busy doing things behind the scenes with the Seven of Swords here. Like writing. And I think she is going to start making her Portals film. Or some sort of film here. She's going to be preoccupied with the big project. That's what's next for her career, and she's gonna put out something that will have people like in love with her again. You see how these people look like they're worshiping the angel? And it might be another tour, because I see people like with similar outfits. Despite those people being naked in that card, like I kind of got a vision of people in the same outfit, like pink and with ruffles and things like that. It's like she's going to release something that'll have people having to dress the same, if that makes sense. It might be a second round of a tour. I'm not sure. My next question is, how does Melanie feel about her label? This is for finances. How does Melanie feel about her label? Oh, she hates them. But she's learning that if she's learning how to communicate with them. I feel like she's being schooled on how to find loopholes when it comes to their obligations and when it comes to what they expect of her. She's learning how to communicate effectively. It's like they didn't really see eye to eye. Her point of view did not match with their point of view. And so she's learning how to basically kind of get what she wants in a more effective way. And she's learning that she has to play the game. She's changing, and I feel like the direction that she's going on, Spirit is trying to have her come back to herself. It's like she's changing, and I honestly feel like that this industry, she might stop making music, if I'm being honest with you, and she might, and like I said before, she's very passionate about music, and so she might even be working behind the scenes with people. She might even start writing stuff for other people. It's like, but she'll stop putting out her own work. It's like she might just settle down when it comes to music and express her creative talent in other ways. I feel like Spirit is kind of bringing her out of something, and she's tired of her label. Like, she's so tired of her label. And she feels like her label is breadcrumbing her, like falling short when it comes to what they owe her. And Spirit is kind of bringing her out of that label. Like, I feel like there will come a time where Melanie is just going to be on her own, maybe still in the contract, but she won't feel she won't be obligated to to put out anything. She's gonna be able to sit comfortably in a contract, but not really necessarily have to work and put out anything. I feel like that's what she wants. I feel like she'll be happy, comfortable with that because she's tired. She's tired, you guys, and that's why she's dragging her feet. That's why it took her so long to produce a whole body of work, is because just label stuff going on behind the scenes, and she's very tired. And honestly, she will never stop making music, but putting it out, maybe. It's like she lost motivation. She had to gain it back. And also, like, feel like they're programming her with a new persona. I feel like she had to brainstorm a new persona as well. That's what, kind of took her so long. She had to create a concept for her new album. But again, her and her label had to be on the same page when it came to this project Portals. Like, she had to make sure that everybody was happy, herself and her label, when it came to her project Portals. I think she got her body done, you guys. And I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking at that pink thing. I was looking at her and her get up, her pink get up, and I was like, are her titties bigger or is that prosthetics? Or is that just the costume? But no, I think she got surgery. Like, her titties got bigger. My next question is, will we get a Portals movie? Yay, a Portals movie, like for K through 12. Will Melanie Martinez give us a Portals movie? You know what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm picking up intuitively? I feel like she's going to create a visual for every single song over time, and that's your guys' movie. I feel like she's gonna basically just create a visual album, put everything together in sequence, and just put it out in a DVD and sell it separately. Honestly, I feel like that's what she's doing instead of just writing a script. And you know I feel like she's just going to tie every single visual that she does for the album songs together, and there's your movie. Kind of like a visual album instead of it necessarily being a movie. We'll see. Is Melanie Martinez going to create a Portals movie or her album Portals? Oh. You know what this feels like? Oh, God. I hope I'm wrong. And honestly, sometimes I feel like I pull things out of my ass. Sometimes I feel like what I get is wrong and that I have no idea what I'm talking about, but then it becomes very much a shocker when I do my research and I find out that I was right. But this is what I'm saying, you guys. Like I said before, she might do a visual for every single song of the album and then like put it together and just put it out on YouTube, or like I'm getting like a CD. I don't know why I'm getting like a CD. Because people don't really use CDs anymore. They use DVDs and vinyls. That could also be what I'm saying, a vinyl too. But it's like when it comes to the movie, I feel like her fans are going to pressure her about the movie. And thing is, I feel like She doesn't have the budget for it. She doesn't have the budget for another movie. Her label is not supporting her when it comes to another movie. And she's not going to say this. She's not going to be transparent about it. So, you know what I think? I feel like she's going to take that criticism and that and that harassment from her fans about the movie, and she's going to spin it and go off on you guys. And you guys like, oh, you guys won't leave me alone about the movie. I'm not going to do a movie because you guys won't leave me alone. It's like she's going to point the finger at you and make it seem like you're the problem. But behind the scenes, her label is not supporting her financially when it comes to another movie. But this is weird. Melanie, I don't know. I don't know if I could rock with you, girl, after this. That's very horrible of you to do. I hope I'm wrong. It's like she's gonna take you guys' criticism and spin it and make it seem like you're the problem. Whereas though, but behind the scenes, she doesn't have the budget for another movie. It's like, and it's like she already has the video. She's already spent her money doing visuals, but she wants the visuals for the singles and the movie. And it's like her label's not supporting that. God damn. That's icky. My next question is, why did she change her persona? Why did Melanie change her persona? Why did Melanie change her alter persona to a fairy? The world. Yep. I said this before. She was getting criticized for her crybaby persona, even though this was required of her. And they didn't have her back when she was being criticized. So she was like, you know what? She's very smart. She brainstorms like, how can I make myself happy, make myself comfortable? It's like, despite I'm getting that vision of when she was in the oven on the bakery. It's like literally her visuals tell you guys like what goes on, her experience in the industry. It's like, despite being under fire constantly, despite having contractual obligations, she endures it. And instead of, taking the easy way out and like basically trying to get herself out of a contract, get a lawyer and get herself out of a contract, it's like she just tries to endure it and comes up with better ways to make her comfortable and make them comfortable. And it's like, despite being in the damn oven on that the bakery music video, it's like that's how she feels in the industry. It's like she's constantly under fire. She has obligations. She has to make sure that she's doing her job. And she just has to endure it. Like, she just feels like she has to endure shit. And so she created a new persona, okay? She likes writing through personas. She likes that. And so if it can't be the crybaby persona because I got backlash for it, let me just brainstorm a different way to make sure I'm creatively comfortable and make sure that I'm doing what I'm being told. I don't know what exactly she's being told, but it seems like industry shit, you guys, like that she has to that she signed up to do. And I'm hearing, I didn't sign up for your drama club. It's like that whole K through 12 album. It's like she's been warning you guys. She's been that I have to do an article on that damn. I've been putting it off to, I set it in my mind that I was going to do an article on that movie for like 3 months and I haven't done shit because that's a long fucking article. It's so much to unpack in that movie that I just haven't really had the time for it. But I must do it. I'll get to it as soon as possible. But the thing is, Melanie, you did sign up for the drama club. It's like she did read her contract too. So she knows what she signed up for. But I guess the contracts, how that works is they're so vague that when after she signs and her obligations are actually being exercised in real life circumstances, it's like, oh my god, like what did I sign up for? For example, say if her obligation was she had to work until she was 27. Say if she signed a deal at 16 and she was contracted. I can't fucking speak. Contractingly binded to her label until she was 27. Then she's like, okay, I could do that. She signs the deal. Then they tell her, oh, now you have to put out every single album every year, all the way up until you're 27. Then she's like, God damn, what did I sign up for? You get what I'm saying? That's how her label works. Interscope. I have to do a reading on Interscope. They deserve a whole reading within themselves. And so, again, with the endurance, it's like, okay, it's too late now. I signed the contract. I just have to endure it. And I have to make sure I'm comfortable and that they're comfortable. So, using my example I just said, she'll put out an album every year, but it'll be an EP and then a full album. EP, full album. Mixtape, EP, full album. You get what I'm saying? She'll find a loophole to make herself comfortable. Sorry, I'm fucking sick. Okay. Why was CrybabY created as her persona? I think I answered that earlier. Why did Melanie Martinez create her alter persona CrybabY? The Wheel of Fortune came out again. The Death card. The Death card is the Scorpio card. I believe she's a Scorpio rising. She had to. She had to do something. And like I said before, this is reiterating the energy that I read earlier. She intertwined her already personal fashion with this character, this alter ego. It has something to do with like the vintage, thing that she has going on. She loves vintage things. And so she had to create a persona. And also it's comfortable for her. She likes writing characters. Like she likes writing in a point of view of a character. It's comfortable for her. She likes writing like that. But I believe she said her next project there's not gonna be any personas. It's just gonna be all about her. And I'm very excited for that, honestly. That's gonna be a next question. Will her next project be successful? But she had to. Here's the contract, and there's her having to be told what to do, having to take in consideration her contract obligations. And then look, he just looks, focus, damn it. He's just looking at the contract obligations with this bottom pinnacle in his hand. It's just like she had to. And she's enduring it. Like this Seven of Pentacles card like feels like endurance, you know? Stoicism as well. No, she's not that stoic, honestly. Like that whole K through 12 album was about her complaining about the industry. But of course, again, remember when I said she's not going to tell you guys why she's not doing a movie? It's like, and that might be in her contract as well. She can't directly tell you about what she's going through when it comes to the industry. She can like display in her art and stuff like that. Then technically you could call it entertainment. It's like I don't know why, it's just talking about what goes through with her label is like a soft spot for her. She can't directly talk about it. And so when you guys constantly ask her where's the movie, she's going to turn it out on you and make it seem like you're bothering her, when in reality something else is going on behind the scenes. And so K through 12, yes, was about her complaining about the industry, but in a very indirect way. When you read people's interpretations about her music, when it comes to the K through 12 album, people are like, oh, Melanie Martinez said the song is about Donald Trump. Oh, the song is about the inappropriate relationships that teachers have with their students. It's like, no, she hides behind these things, but she's really talking about her experience in the industry. And I peeped that too, even before I pulled cards. Like, I'm like, girl, I know you're talking about the industry. That's why I had it in my mind. I was like, I need to write an article about this movie, but I haven't gotten to it. Yeah, she had to. Will her next will Melanie Martinez's next album be successful? Yes, it would. Not as successful as, I feel like it's going to do about the same as Portals, but not as successful as CrybabY or K through 12. It'll do okay. It's not going to be bad. Like I said, I feel like after this project is going to be her next one. Her next one is, sorry. After this project, her next album, she's going to stop doing music. It's like, at that point, she's already going to be like fed up and kind of shelved by her label. But she's comfortable with it. This is what she wanted. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, this was a long read. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.